Hello, welcome to Dungeon Dwellers Podcast. I'm your host Justin. This is our second to last review for Image Month. Yeah, it's been kind of short, but what can you do? I already mentioned my first review why we didn't review more books for Image Month. The stupid lockdown kind of screwed us over. So today we're reviewing The Max. Story in pencils and inks by Sam Keefe. Dialogue by Bill Messner-Loebs. Published by Image Comics. We're reviewing the first three issues. So the Max, I have some history with the Max. Back when I was living in an apartment building at 5 years old, living in a city I really fucking hated. um, we had like we had more channels on that TV, and I would stay up and watch a lot of cartoons. A lot of cartoons I shouldn't have watched, and one of them was MTV's The Max, which like each episode was like 10 or 12 episodes long. Sorry, uh, 10 to 12 minutes long. Um, it was the show was actually pretty cool. Uh, the it's the they almost got the character designs and the art style like 100% like right. Not so much the shading and everything, but it was pretty fucking close, especially the first episode. I don't even know how many episodes there are. You can find it on Bishu. Let me double check the guys. Um, is the Max still on BitChute? Let me double check. Um, it's on some guy's channel called Buck Satan. You can watch the episodes there. It's pretty cool. Yeah. So the story of the Max is, uh, they don't tell you what city it takes place in, but it's the story of the Max is about this super homeless superhero called the Max who uh works for tries to protect this social worker, Julie Winters, from this evil rapist sorcerer called Mr. Gone, who is trying to, who's going around raping and beating women, uh, and taunting Julie Winters about it. And then there's this subplot plot where like these characters are from a world called well, that goes by different names like out the Outback, Pangea, the Australia, where it's this like fantasy world, jungle world where it's like the Max is this protector of the Leopard Queen. Leopard Queen is like Julie's like other form, and that's where Mr. Gone is. Mr. Gone's also from there, where he is a practitioner of the mystical arts, but he's not so good at it. He still has to pack a gun. Yeah, and there's like interesting creatures and monsters there. One of the monsters is where they're these like white in Pangea. They're these white tiny monsters with arms and legs, but like they have like eyeless and noseless head, but with big teeth, right? And and when they come over to our world, they turn black and they're more violent and they're more powerful. They can bite right through steel, which is funny because like in our world they're a lot stronger, but the Max is weaker in our world. He's more stronger in the Pangea and Outback. So like yeah, this the story is basically the Max doesn't know what's real or what's not real. He doesn't know if our world is the fantasy world, or the Outback is the fantasy world. And he has his encounters with Mr. Gone and the Mr. Gone in our world where he Mr. Gone taunts him about, like, Julie, his past, stuff like that. Like, the Max, when he's in our world, he doesn't really remember the Outback. It's only like he only remembers stuff when he's there, right? So, like, what's going on is the Mr. Gone eventually tries to kidnap Julie, and he accidentally reminds her of past trauma. This drives the Leopard Queen insane. Uh, drives Leopard Queen insane. Julie is able to escape, kills Mr. Gone, cuts his head off somehow using a tooth from one of the is. And what ends up happening is Mr. Gone contact is back in the Pangea, finds the Max there, tells him, hey, he needs to go out and help Julie because she's going insane, like, right? And he needs to keep her from learning the truth about herself, because if she learns the truth, she'll destroy herself or something like that, right? So that's the end of the first three issues. You have some dark humor. You have some commentary on feminism, right? The art really is the selling point of this comic book, to be honest. Though the dark humor is pretty funny. I really do enjoy Mr. Gone as a villain. Uh, he's very, like, threatening and imposing figure, even though he's like a pot-bellied, lanky kind of dude. And it's really cool that Sam draws his eyes without pupils, so it's just like, just makes him look more like a villain. Yeah, it's a very cool comic book. I highly recommend it. I got the first three issues for like $1 each. It was this comic series that was actually reprinted a couple times under Wildstorm and IDW for some fucking reason. And I did see it on Amazon where you could buy the first volume for like $20. So, I would say it's worth it, but, like, maybe check out some of the back issues and decide for yourself. You can also check out the cartoon. The cartoon is pretty accurate to the comic book, and the voice acting for the Max and Mr. Gone is pretty good as well. I think they got the same the actors who did Spawn, because I get, like, a lot of the people have, like, New York accents. Oh, I forgot to mention, uh, in graffiti, someone wrote "Spawn sucks," which I thought was funny because it's like, holy shit, what would Todd think if he saw that? If I'm giving this a rating, I would say it's a 7 out of 10. It's pretty good read. Its strong points is the artwork, and I thought the dark humor was good. Other people might get triggered over the rapes and all the feminist stuff, feminist commentary. But yeah, I would say give it a try and check it out for yourself. That's the thing. This comic book does a good job of where, like, you don't really know, like, where the characters are leaning. Are they more lefty or more righty? It's very um like, it tries to stay in the center, which is, honestly, I would prefer that, to be honest, than, like, preachy SGW bullshit that we have nowadays. So I would say check it out. It's a decent book. All right.